We're a technology company that's reshaping public transport, from a rigid system of fixed routes and schedules to a technology-enabled, demand-responsive network. If we truly seek to build back better and drive a green recovery as we emerge from the COVID-19 pandemic, a strong public transport recovery must be at the heart of our efforts. Only this will prevent a return to private car dominance. However, we cannot simply put the transport network back as it was before. Too much has changed, and we must first rebuild trust in shared transport, find ways to better meet post-COVID demand, and do so in a way that's sustainable. Dynamic, technology-enabled, demand-responsive transport can help achieve all of these aims. DRT systems help generate confidence in the safety of shared transport and thereby restore ridership by limiting the number of people in a vehicle at any time. Further, shared DRT not only helps take private vehicles off the road, reducing traffic congestion, it also meaningfully reduces carbon emissions by grouping multiple passengers into a single vehicle and using sophisticated routing technology to maximise efficiency and reduce vehicle miles on the road. ViaVan already works with public transport authorities across the country to help DRT become a reality locally. But additional government funding must be dispersed on a broader scale in order for this solution to benefit communities at large. Thank you.
I'm here to talk about the possibility of accelerated improvement in air quality, but making the most from emission reduction programs as Road to Zero, Climate Emergency, and the Transport Decarbonisation Plan. Since 2016, 5 joint councils and the West Yorkshire Combined Authority set the vision of delivering cleaner air for all in the shortest time possible by using the low emission strategy as a tool. UK emissions of air pollutants are falling, yet the mortality and health problems caused by poor air are too many to ignore. Protecting and improving air quality requires actions in a range of areas, including transport, housing, economic development, and changing behavior. Coordination and collaboration are key. About today's conference, I would like to ask, we will fulfill the ambition of a green recovery just with the technical perspective of the emission reduction plan. How to define and monitor the early wins that make the most from the investment. How to prioritize the wider benefits that are key for the environment and public health. DEFRA has provided research about operative and financial gains of a co-benefits approach between air quality and emission reduction programs. Some of them are added value and earlier cost offsetting, more efficient solutions, and less unintentional trade-off. As the example of air quality, we could deliver a more ambitious transport decarbonization plan by implementing an integrated policy direction regarding relevant plans, strategizing the engagement, beginning with the organizational leadership and setting that integration in the earliest stages of the policy development, and doing better assessment of the priorities through coordination of air quality, climate change, and low-emission transport teams and others. Again, coordination and collaboration are key.
At CleanCar, we use vehicle tracking and data analytics tools to help drive the switch from combustion engine vehicle use to EVs. We also use big data to help local councils and transport authorities plan integrated e-mobility urban infrastructure. Our policy pitch focuses on tackling the rise in van deliveries linked to e-commerce. This is something we've worked on with a couple of local authorities, and it's a major challenge. Online shopping can be very convenient, but it's led to a huge rise in delivery vehicles for these goods. The use of LGVs has increased by over 50% in 15 years, and B2C van deliveries are predicted to grow at 5% per year. These vehicles are major contributors to urban congestion and poor air quality. We are proposing a policy that will require local government agencies and transport authorities to develop integrated, sustainable last-mile freight delivery systems. The aim should be to ensure that by, say, 2024, only zero-emission delivery vehicles can enter urban centres. By putting a hard deadline on the policy, it would free up industry to innovate in the provision of clean last-mile solutions. A 2019 foresight paper by the Government Office for Science sets out several possible ways in which these innovations could help improve delivery systems. They include the use of large e-cargo bikes, retooling waterways to carry freight, and e-fulfillment warehouses connected to integrated clean mobility delivery systems. Such systems are already being trialled in Paris and show great promise. We are in discussions with the UK City Authority about a canal-based delivery network using a fleet of electric barges. The policy may require some rethinking of delivery cost options, i.e. an end to the free delivery paradigm. And there is scope for imposing a clean delivery tax on major e-commerce retailers on a sliding scale. The levy would help support the cost of introducing clean final mile delivery systems and recognise the social impact of online shopping. This policy will require a joined-up approach with local councils, transport authorities and developers working together. But if successful, it will help create the greener urban spaces we all want to enjoy.
I should like to propose a policy change to the Transport Decarbonisation Plan, as it currently excludes consideration of infrastructure and power elements, and by narrowing the focus to vehicle-centric road rationing and more expensive cars, it will have the unfortunate effect of increasing travel costs and making the UK less productive. Whilst lockdown has shown the benefits of reduced traffic and emissions, it has also exposed the terrible social and economic costs of restricting road travel. But if the TDP policy were changed to allow system-level solutions to be considered, it could instead lead to social and economic growth. A system-level example is put forward in support of this argument in the form of e-ways, where additional renewable powered transport capacity would attract traffic away from the major road network, reducing congestion costs of some 32 billion per year, that is 1.6% of GDP, and reducing carbon emissions by an initial 25%. These proposed e-ways will meet the goals of the TDP as well as the government's industrial strategy challenges of clean growth and mobility. The subsystems are commercially available and the system-level resources exist within the UK. The respective government agencies, industrial organisations and other interested bodies are therefore invited to support the proposition to broaden the TDP to include system-level solutions to the UK's road transport crises. Thank you.